Well, hello everyone. It's St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. It's about 65 degrees out. It's 8 days since I did my first 50 miler, the Belmonte 50, last week in Waynesboro, Virginia. Really appreciate the support I got in that race, both in the training and during. I honestly still have a lot of imposter syndrome going on, so feeling like I've completed a 50 miler is just kind of mind-blowing to me right now. Also want to give a shout out to a few people in particular who've messaged me and said that, they've signed up for a race because of a video I did, or they've felt some motivation they wouldn't have otherwise had. I don't care about getting popular. Hopefully what I'm doing now, just living my life, doing the things I do, sharing that information with you guys, hopefully helps you out. I've got another double marathon in 4 weeks from yesterday, so got to prepare for that, got to get some cardio in, and today we're going to do that on the bike. So like I said, I've still got that imposter syndrome from feeling like I didn't really run a 50 miler, even though I know logically I did. It's just such a big thing to me that I don't feel like I'm a part of that club. And that actually leads into something I want to talk to you about today. So a couple days ago, I changed my Instagram bio to write Ultra Runner, and I felt kind of weird doing it. At the same time, I read a post on Reddit, our triathlon, that really kind of struck a chord, and I wanted to kind of share that with you guys. It's still a public post, so I hope he doesn't mind me sharing it. Basically, he signed up for his first sprint triathlon. He's kind of struggling to get through the swim training, which I super relate to because I was the world's shittiest swimmer when I started. He said he's studying his mechanical engineering degree and his training sessions are scarce. He came home on a Friday wet from the pool, and his mom asked why he was wet. Said that he signed up for a triathlon and he was swimming a train, and she said, "You should stick to studying. You aren't going to finish a race like that. It's a waste of time for a guy like you." Really crushed me a little bit. I knew my parents wouldn't support me, so I didn't tell them in the first place. Now I'm feeling disappointed with myself. I'm not sure what to do. First off, fuck that. That kind of pissed me off. That one was the type of thing that 2 days after finishing a race that I didn't think was possible for myself, to hear of someone else being told that's not for guys like you. The thing is, it doesn't matter if it's a sprint or a DECA Ironman or a 5K, whatever. There is no guys like that or girls like that. It's just people. I think the reason I still have imposter syndrome is because I don't feel like that guy either. I'm just a normal guy. I just work out a little bit. That's all that anyone does. Even people like Lionel Sanders, if you follow him on YouTube, which you should, he's just working out just like anyone else. Lucy Charles, Danielle Reef, anyone. The numbers they put in are huge, but they're still just getting workouts in, doing the work, and putting the effort in. It doesn't matter whether it's triathlon or guitar or mechanical engineering. The point is you put the work in and you get the results. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It's probably going to be really effing hard, but that's what makes it an accomplishment. Putting the work in and getting the results is what matters, and that's the challenge, and that's what makes it an accomplishment. So with that said, it's 60 degrees out. It's sunny. We're going to go biking. I'm going to bring you guys along. We're going to enjoy it. And then we're going to get into the rest of the week. Coming down the pipeline is a bunch of videos specifically to beginner triathletes. So beginner sprint tips, Olympic triathlon tips, meal plans. So yeah, shout out to everybody who's watching this. I appreciate you. Let's go biking. All right, it's Monday, and I've got a little mail to show you guys. So This is the brand new Patagonia Slope Runner 4-liter. So this might become my new running vest. What happened to the Salomon Advanced Skin set that you've got? Nothing happened to it. It's right here, and I still really like it, and it works pretty well for me. But this is a brand new pack from Patagonia. In fact, I think I'm one of the first people probably to get it. I really like Patagonia as a brand, and I kind of wanted to just get it, see if I liked it, and see if it worked for me. So a couple differences between this and the Salomon. It still uses Hydro Pack bottles. They're still 17-ounce bottles, but one of the big differences is the head of the bottles, the mouth of it, is actually a lot wider. So some of you might know I use Liquid Nutrition, and packets from Scratch or Tailwind, I can actually pour those directly into here, whereas with this one of the things I ran into in the Belmonte is I had to have Sarah pre-mix my powder, and then I could squirt that concentrate into here because I couldn't pour directly into here. The form of this pack is actually kind of similar to the Salomon. You still get a bottle pocket right here, a stretch elastic pocket here. This pocket here, this side waist pocket, is a zipper on the Salomon. It's just an elastic here on the Patagonia. Moving around to the back, you still get this long open pocket on the back. Just in my initial testing, it feels a little easier to get into. With the back pocket on this Patagonia, the whole thing is one single pocket that goes all the way down. It's a lot wider. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it goes from edge to edge. It's really, really wide. You get a pretty good amount of storage back here. So yeah, that's the Patagonia Slope Runner 4-liter. Should be interesting to see how it goes. I don't know if I'm going to like it more than the Salomon necessarily, but I think those are going to be the two big head-to-heads on the market, so it's going to be worth a shot to find out and see. A couple other things that are interesting down the pipeline. I've got a review of these, the Jaybird Run XTs. And lastly, a month or two ago, if you watched one of my videos, I mentioned that I wasn't super happy with Cliff blocks because they were super waxy and kind of hard to chew if you're working hard. I'm not loving those. I ended up reaching out to Scratch, and they sent me some goodies to try out and to play with. So first off, thank you. I appreciate it. I've got these Hydration Sport Energy Mixes. I used the strawberry one on yesterday's ride, and they also sent me some energy chews, and short version is I'm liking them a lot. The flavor isn't quite as sweet as Tailwind, which I personally enjoy, especially as you get to, you know, hours 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. The other thing, like I said, with these stick packs, I really like with these larger Patagonia bottles, I could actually just hypothetically pour directly in there, whereas with these Salomon bottles, which are still made by Hydro Pack, they chose to go with these really small little openings, and it's a pain to pour in, especially if you're in a hurry. All right, and lastly, it's Tuesday, so if you're looking for a quick beginner triathlon tip, today's is about not losing your bike. You have to get your mind thinking of what it's going to look like when you come out of the swim. Get yourself oriented in a way that all the landmarks are going to be the same like they're going to be when you come out of the swim. And then I just like to count the racks. So I know that I'm 7 racks in on the left next to the tree. It sounds pretty easy, but I've definitely been guilty of wandering around T1 looking for my bike, losing time, and that is not fun. So with that, I'll see you on the next one. Leave a comment or question if you have any. Do some kick-ass workouts of your own, and I'll see you guys next week.